Croeso, welcome to the second of our new Advent films, where this week we're looking at compassion. We live in a dark world where there are so many people living in poverty, suffering pain, or in places of conflict. God came into the world, and we celebrate that at Christmas, but he didn't come to any celebrity mansion or a royal palace. He came into a stable around the back. And so when we think of compassion, we want to reach out to all of those who feel like they're living on the fringes, and we give all who come through our doors and those that we go out to the kind of welcome that God gave us and still gives us today.
Bags of Love have been making up and delivering hampers for local families in need of a helping hand for about a year now. We started off in our dining room this time last year, making up about 30 hampers for families locally. We now have about 60 or more families on our books. We make up monthly hampers and take them out to them. Christmas time is really special. We want to make the Christmas hampers really special for our families. So we want to put in those extras that most of us take for granted, and we're going to put in a little gift for each child. We pray this Christmas, not only for our families, but for all families, that they have enough food to eat and don't need to make those difficult decisions where do we eat or do we have heat? For the future, we hope the day will come when we'll no longer be needed, and that families are able to earn money and provide for themselves.
I'd just like to say that we've recently moved to Dalgorog. This is our first home that we own since we got married, and we've really appreciated the welcome we've received from the people around us, and I've valued their friendship so far.
Yeah. It's been amazing, actually. We never would have thought 3 years ago when we first met and felt called to get married, we'd end up in Wales. And I'd never heard of Dalgorog, but through friendship, particularly with Rev Eryl Parry, and we heard what they were doing in St Mary's Conwy. After I got a job as Director of Disability Arts Cymru, we first of all moved to Cardiff, and then through lockdown just felt pulled to come to this area. So in March this year we moved, and it's been an incredible journey to feel the fellowship and the community, but also the love that we could get involved in with the parcels of food deliveries and being part of the church community. And we knew we wanted to make our home in the valley, and that's what we've done.
And I've really valued the fact that peace and quiet here and the scenery that we face reminds us so much of God's creation, and we're really looking forward to celebrating Christmas here.
Yeah, this, as Derek said, our first home, and we really want it to be a home that's welcoming, a home that's relaxing, because knowing God and having a relationship with people is all what community is about.
Oh, little town of Bethlehem, how still we see thee lie above thy deep and dreamless sleep. The silent stars go by, yet in the dark street shineth the everlasting light. The hopes and fears of all the years are met in thee tonight.
So fitting with this week's theme of compassion, I was thinking, what kind of carol could we sing? Well, there are so many to choose from, but the first Noel is particularly about outsiders, people that would be unexpected witnesses, like the shepherds out in the fields, or unexpected visitors, like the wise men, following the star and bringing certainly unexpected gifts. our hearts this year go out to all of those that perhaps are currently outsiders, feeling like they're outsiders, and Jesus coming into the world to welcome them into the stable, just as he himself was an outsider and came in. So myself here with my friend Hazel are going to give you our take on the first Noel. And I'm going to use a poem from Lucy Moore and Martyn Payne's book, Carols Unpacked, for the inside out God. An outside God steps down from above. Outside people are brought into his love. Jesus on the outside becomes Jesus of the heart. Welcome to the kingdom of our inside out God. God from the outside is now Jesus in our heart, and people on the outside in our lives have a part. Jesus on the outside becomes Jesus of the heart. Welcome to the kingdom of our inside out God.
Rejoicing, praise our soul.